Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and I'm finally gonna be doing a review for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles out of the shadows. God damn it! Finally gonna be doing a review for this. Holy shit! So yeah, in this movie stars Megan Fox, Will Arnett, Laura Linney, Stephen Amell, um, Noel Fisher, Jeremy Howard, Pete Polanski, Alan Richardson, Tyler Perry, Brian T. Stephen Farley, Gary Anthony William, Peter Donald Bandamonte II, Tony Shalhoub, Brad Garrett. Let me just make sure that's everybody. That's actually important. Let's see. Where the hell are we? Where were we? Where were we? And Brittany Ishabashi, and Alessandra Ambrosio. Okay. So, yeah, I believe that's everybody who's actually important to this. Yeah. As usual, 10-second spoiler warning for those who have yet to actually watch this movie and haven't already. Stop the video, go check it out, and come back and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning, as usual, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up, so for those who have yet to actually watch this movie and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me. That never give you a far warning. And I never gave you a fair warning, because as usual, I did. So as usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. So yeah, basically, Turtles are back, and yeah, Splinter's about to go to jail. You know, he's about to be incarcerated for life, when all of a sudden, he escapes from jail. And he basically escapes from jail, and it turns out that he is now going to be working with Krang, who's in Dimension X. Yay, finally, first off, fucking finally we see Krang. So yeah, so he recruits these two criminals who end up being Bebop and Rocksteady, and they get turned into Bebop and Rocksteady because of Baxter Stockman, played by Tyler Perry. Holy shit, I'm blanking out for some reason. So now the Turtles now have to, fight Shredder again, theoretically. I mean, they fight Bebop and Rocksteady like they did in the cartoons, but yeah, I kind of wish they would have fought Shredder. They fought Krang. It's better than the first one, I'll say that much. It's better than the first one, okay? It's better than the one we had 2 years ago. Okay, this movie has a bunch of fan service, okay? If you grew up in the 80s, if you watched the 80s TV show, this movie has a shit ton of fucking fan service, okay? Because we got Casey Jones here, played by Stephen Amell, which Stephen Amell, you see him in Arrow, you see that, yeah, he's a great choice for Casey Jones. Maybe grow out your hair and you'll be great. We have Stephen Amell here. He doesn't have his hair grown out. I really have no problem with it, to be honest. At least he does the part. Okay, whatever. But Bebop and Rocksteady was the thing more or less everybody was hoping for, and that was great. I mean, the people they chose for Bebop and Rocksteady, Stephen Farley and Gary Anthony Williams, they were great in my opinion. They were funny. So yeah, they were kind of dumb. I mean, the one problem is they made them dumber than they are in the cartoon. I feel like Bebop and Rocksteady in the movie were like twice as dumb as they were back in the 1980s cartoon. But whatever. That's basically everything. That's basically what this movie is. It's just fan service. It's fan service for the sake of pleasing the fans. I mean, is there anything else I could say? I mean, you have fucking Krang. Okay, I mean, you have some of the biggest villains. Like, you have maybe the top 5, 6 biggest villains in TMNT lore. 5 or 6, depending how you want to see it. I mean, you have Shredder, Bebop, Rocksteady, Krang, and Baxter Stockman, and Karai. Kind of. Yeah, Karai, she has like 2 lines in the whole movie. So why did they have to recast Karai from the first to the second movie? I've got no idea. I also don't understand why they had to recast a guy who played Shredder, but that's a whole different situation I'm not even going to bother with. But why did they recast Karai if she was only going to say 2 lines in this movie, just like she did in the first movie? No idea. Whatever. Overall, it's great. I mean, the special effects, they're good, I suppose. I mean, it's a Michael Bay-esque movie. I mean, what are you gonna expect? You're gonna expect at least some decent special effects, with some okay acting, which you get that, you do get some okay acting, whatever. But it's all about the fan service. I mean, you finally get Bebop and Rocksteady, you finally get Krang. I mean, that's basically it. I mean, the fucking Technodrome. So, yeah, I mean, I will say the ending is a fucking disappointment because it's basically a rehash of the first one, which is a rehash of Amazing Spider-Man, the first one, as well, because, they're on top of this giant tower, or in this case, the Technodrome, and they're fighting this giant robot. I mean, Amazing Spider-Man was a humanoid lizard, but, you get the point. I mean, but the thing is, here they don't fight Shredder. You never get that moment where once they fight Shredder, you're like, yeah, that's great. Just like in the first one, okay? Like the first, and like, now I'm not talking about the first one that came out 2 years ago. 2 years ago. I'm talking about the first TMNT movie back from like 1990, okay? Where after they fought the Shredder, that was all great. It was fantastic. You felt good. Here, they're fighting Krang, and it's kind of a cop out in my opinion because, first off, if you see the trailers and compare it to the movie, the Krang looks completely different. Like there are some major differences, which is kind of disappointing. But they kind of just take out the middleman. They kind of take out Shredder, and you never have that sense of completion because you have April and Vern who take out Karai, which is fucking ridiculous to begin with. The fact okay, that's whatever. Yeah, you have so you have April and Vern taking out Karai. You have Casey Jones taking out Bebop and Rocksteady, and you want the four Turtles to take out. I mean, I would have been okay if it was Krang and the Shredder, but no, you want them to do the, because also even after that, Krang is only there for maybe like for one scene before the end. He's only really in it for like one scene, so it's kind of a disappointment and kind of a letdown that after all this, it all built up to find them, battle Shredder, to finally battle Shredder, and it just kind of flips it, and then they fight Krang, which is still good. They did fight Krang in the TV series, but it's just like you were hoping for them to fight Splinter, not Krang. So that's the disappointing part. Let's see, how many TMNT movies have we had? Three live action ones. Then there was the animated one, and then there's the 2 Michael Bay ones. We've had 6 TMNT movies. This may be within the top 3 best TMNT movies, straight up. Yeah, in my opinion, this is like within the top 3, maybe top 4 best TMNT movies there is thus far. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. That's based on your opinion, but yeah. It is fun, it is good, it does have fan service galore in my opinion. It's better than the first one. And it seems like Michael Bay, I mean, I think he produced it, I know he didn't direct it, but I know he had some hands in it, but it seems like he actually listened to the fans for once, and actually tried to make a good movie. So, yeah. Just kind of wish he would have done that with Transformers. I mean, the first Transformers movie was okay after that. So yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I'll give this a 7 out of 10. Still a fun movie. I still like it's good. Bebop and Rocksteady, what the fuck? So, yeah, I mean, they did have to make that one dick joke after they turned into animals, like, oh, great. Yeah! So, I mean, that was stupid, but whatever. It's a Michael Bay movie. They had a Bumblebee cameo, so there's that too. So yeah, I mean, I will say though, there were plot points they kind of set up. They kind of never fulfilled because they had for example, we saw in the trailer where they had like that ooze that kind of turns them into humans. Like they've never really expanded on that story arc, to be honest. Like there were a few story arcs they kind of opened up and they never really expanded on. I don't think it's a third. I don't know if there's a third sequel in order. I don't think they've announced it, but whatever. Still a good movie. So yeah, I said 7 out of 10, and yeah, that's basically it for now. Subscribe, comment down below, like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.